What up, guys? This has been a long time coming. I haven't done one of these in a few months because I can honestly tell you I've fallen off the WWE wagon. I did watch this week's SmackDown and Raw, and I watched the clips of stuff on YouTube, but I mean, like I said, the product has really just bored me to death. And I've seen some good things recently. I mean, the Rey Mysterio and Andrea matches have been really good. But this is one of the big four, and I mean, there's always potential here, so I'm definitely taking the time out this weekend. I thought this was Super Bowl Sunday and the Royal Rumble. I was like, God, who booked this crap? But it's not, thankfully. It's just the Royal Rumble. So I will be taking the time out to sit down and watch the Royal Rumble and hopefully not be utterly disgusted with the outcome. So let me see if I can fix it. There we go. So anyway, this is a kickoff match between the United States champion Rusev, who's finally getting some sort of a bone, but he's been the United States champion before, against Nakamura. I mean, beyond on paper, this should be great, but considering it's a kickoff show match, it's not going to be. No one has ever once said that kickoff match was fantastic. This will probably be just 5 minutes of crap. It's a filler match to get people in their seats before the show starts, which is a shame because both these guys deserve better. I mean, WWE has done an amazing job killing both of these guys as pushes and characters. Nakamura's heel turn was fantastic there for a while. What is it now? Now it's just boring. Rusev day's over. What can you say? What can you do? But anyway, who do I predict is going to win this? I mean, Rusev just got the belt. At least it seems that way to me. So, you know, I can't see them plying it off of him and putting it back on Nakamura. So I'm just going to end it now and say Rusev over Shinsuke for the United States title. Next up, also a kickoff match. Probably going to be very fast-paced. This should wow as well. I mean, these are all four very talented individuals, but it's a kickoff match. Like I said, don't expect much, but it's a four-way match for the Cruiserweight Heavyweight title. We have Buddy Murphy, Kalisto, Tozawa, and Hideo Itami. I even forgot Hideo was still around. It's just a shame. But I know Buddy's had this now for a little bit, couple of months. It would be nice to see Hideo get it. I can't see them putting it on Tozawa or Kalisto. I don't watch 205 Live, so I can't tell you really who's getting a push out of this group. I would like to think it's Hideo Itami, but probably not. I'm just going to say, I don't know. I'm going to pick Hideo Itami just because I would like to see it happen, but chances are it's going to be Murphy retaining, but that's going to be my pick, Hideo. All right, next up, we have the SmackDown Tag Team titles. The Bar versus what are they calling themselves? The World's Greatest Tag Team. Shane O'Mac and The Miz. Whatever happened to The Miz getting some sort of a main event push or continuing his IC title reign. The minute he re-signed, that title belt was taken off of him, and he's been prominently pushed mid-carder, sort of, but not really. We all know this tag team of Shane and Miz is going to implode probably around Mania time because Shane O'Mac is going to need a match just like Triple H. So I would think they would win the titles at some point, and of course some sort of strife is supposed to form so they can start a main event push or main event feud. So I guess this is as good a place as any for them to win the titles here and take them off the Bar, who seems to just be perennial tag team champions on whatever brand they're on. So I'm just going to Is it going to happen? I don't know if it's going to happen yet, but I'm going to say Shane and Miz beat The Bar for the tag team titles. Now, next up here, this match has my full attention. This match better deliver, or it will thoroughly disgust me. I have had a crush on Becky Lynch now for a while, and I'm so glad she's getting this push. Asuka, super talent. I guess her title run here is supposed to be a part of the new era of whatever they said it was a few weeks ago on Raw, but I'm not going to knock it because she deserved to be champion, but she deserved to be champion when she was still undefeated. This match, these girls are going to bring it. I have full confidence on it. How much time they're going to get is going to be another thing. I know Asuka just got the belt, what, a month or two ago? I would figure if the belt is changing hands, it's changing hands at Mania. But for some reason, I think the Raw Women's title for sure is probably going to be changing hands at Mania. So I don't think they would drop both titles. But I find this really hard. I would be shocked if Asuka loses. Maybe because Charlotte gets involved and it's a DQ finish. I don't know. I would love to see Becky win again. Her push has seemed, maybe it's just me. She's on TV every week, but she's not getting, I guess, the skits or the extra camera time she used to continue the man character that she's created. I'm going to kick myself here, but I'm going to say that Asuka retains. Yeah, Asuka over Becky Lynch. I know. Don't hate. Next up, we have the Raw Women's Champion, Ronda. I'm leaving pretty soon. Rousey versus Sasha. I don't like it here anymore. Banks starts complaining on social media. Boom, all of a sudden, she's not losing matches anymore, and she's placed in a title match against Ronda Rousey. But she's just the next one in line here to be fed to Ronda Rousey. This match will probably be pretty good. I mean, Rousey has been doing very well for, having, 4 or 5 matches, whatever it is. Banks can deliver, but it's usually with another very good wrestler like, I guess you'd say Charlotte. Do I think Banks has any sort of chance here of winning? No, not even in the slightest. I don't think anybody believes she's going to beat Ronda Rousey here. And that's just the way it is. Ronda Rousey over Sasha Banks. Next up on the card is the 30-woman Royal Rumble. There is a list of competitors, but I just counted. I think it was only 25, and I was wondering if they even had 30 women on the main roster to fill this. So, of course, they're obviously going to dip into NXT, possibly the UK brand, for some surprises. I know they did that with the Greatest Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia with a couple NXT guys. But I would be thoroughly upset if Charlotte somehow wins this. I would love to have some sort of new upset win, like Ruby Riott or Nikki Cross. Wouldn't even mind if Natalie won it just for padding her legacy and giving her like one more good push, one more good run anyway. But I don't know that would make fans happy. I know there was rumors that Becky Lynch is somehow going to enter this Royal Rumble and be a surprise entrant. But I mean, really? It would be, I guess, an interesting surprise, but I don't know. Like I said, I wouldn't mind to see an upset win here. Mix up the next challenger to the title, the pool for the title, because it's always the same people, basically. It doesn't have to be a long, drawn-out feud, whoever the surprise winner would be. I mean, they can challenge for the title for the next pay-per-view, for Christ's sake. So, I don't know. Like I said, I would love to see Nikki Cross or Ruby Riott. Hell, I wouldn't even mind seeing Mickie James. It's just such a shame. How long has Mickie James been back? 2, 3 years? Has she had a feud of her own, a storyline of her own, other than playing smiling or angry face looking sidekick to somebody? It is such a shame. But yeah, that would make my day too, but it's not going to happen. So like I said, I don't know. I'm going to be mad if it's Charlotte, but it's how do you pick out of 30 chicks? And it's likely going to be someone on top, you know, probably a Bailey or, you know, so I don't know. I'm going to just leave it at that. I would like to see Ruby Riott win. I think I predicted her or said I would have liked to have seen her win last year's Women's Royal Rumble. I think a lot of the fans did too, but we didn't get that, did we? So I'm going to leave it at that. Nikki Cross or Ruby Riott, I would really like to see win the Women's Royal Rumble. Next up is the men's 30-man Royal Rumble. And I just ran through the list real quick, and there's only 20 names announced, so that's 10 potential surprises. But the WWE has been really bad on that in the last few years. And no, you marks, Kenny Omega is not going to be one of the entrants. He's still under contract in New Japan. He's not coming. So there. Here, who would I like to see? I've noticed they've just recently put the IC strap onto Bobby Lashley, and hopefully he's getting some sort of a push, a serious push. I've pretty much stopped watching Raw a while ago, particularly when they started having him pointing to his ass. There's just so much stuff hard to watch, and that was just one of them. But if Bobby Lashley is getting a serious push, I would like to see it happen. He was fantastic in Impact, and the WWE only kind of pushed him like that for a little bit, and I know they stuck Lio Rush with him to be his mouthpiece because they think he can't talk, but apparently they haven't watched any videos of him when he was in Impact. Bobby Lashley could be a huge main event for us. I would like to see him. I would like to see Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre seems to be getting a really good push right now, so, you know, you got to pull the trigger on somebody, right? I mean, why not him? One of these two guys. Freshen it up. They're pushing McIntyre like he is the next big thing, and he deserves to be. The guy looks amazing. I mean, he can carry himself now. This isn't Drew McIntyre from 2006. I mean, this is Drew McIntyre now. He's a badass. He should be pushed that way. I know John Cena's in it. If he wins, I'm going to riot in my own house, but I know that's not going to happen. And I've heard they're pushing some injury angle or something with him anyway. God, I don't know. Seth, like I said, it just needs to be a new face with these guys too. Like I said, yeah, I was just going to say it wouldn't be bad if Seth Rollins won either. But I don't know what the WWE is doing with him. It doesn't seem like they want to put him back in the main event level. He's like a semi-main eventer, like Dean Ambrose and whatever. I don't think I saw Braun Strowman's name on that list, but I don't think they would let him win either. But yeah, those are my two picks that I would want to see win. Hell, I guess it'd be cool even if Elias won, but I don't see it happening. But I would like to see Drew McIntyre or Bobby Lashley win the men's Royal Rumble. Next up on the card is Daniel Bryan, SmackDown champion, versus AJ Styles. And this is really starting to become a long card. So I guess this is going to be another 4-hour plus pay-per-view. At first, I wasn't digging Daniel Bryan's new heel character. It's slowly growing on me, but I don't know what the long-term staying power it has, to tell you the truth. I know the title was taken off of AJ because of burnout. I mean, he was the champion for a year, and the WWE has a grueling touring schedule, and he just needed a break. But as you see, he's still challenging for the title. I don't know if I would continue this feud between these two guys after this. I mean, there are hungry guys on SmackDown waiting in the wings like Samoa Joe. I mean, it would be great to see Daniels and Nakamura. Hell, Rusev. I don't want to see Jeff Hardy and Daniels. I don't know. That one needs to not happen. But I mean, I know Daniels just got the belt, a month or two too as well. I don't see a quick handoff right now. This is a good, interesting feud. They've probably got another month of feuding to go. I'm just going to say Daniels retains, possibly for now. These two probably are facing each other at WrestleMania, even though originally I heard it was going to be Miz and Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania, but obviously that's not happening anymore. But yeah, I'm going to pick Daniel Bryan over AJ Styles. Had a brain fart there. Next up on the card, Raw Heavyweight Champion Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor. Don't really know what to think of this match. I don't really know what to think of Brock Lesnar being champion again. I mean, does the WWE think they have no other stars to carry the title? But I guess this justifies why they pay him whatever he's getting, $12, $15, $16 million a year. I guess they feel he needs to have the belt. I would assume here we're going to see a Demon King appearance. I mean, you can't fight the Beast Incarnate and be regular Finn Balor, can you? But I mean, if he loses to Brock, that kind of takes away the allure, the mystery of the Demon King. But whatever, what can you do? It's going to make the match a lot more entertaining. This is probably going to be a short match. Brock's not going to want to risk getting hurt because he's in training for UFC, and I'm sure he's on loan for this match. There could be a lot of potential here, but I mean, we're going to see such a gross difference in size when these two guys line up. I mean, it's going to be like Daniel Bryan versus Lesnar in the ring to a point. I don't know. I guess it would be nice to have a champion on Raw with the actual title belt, but I don't know, man. I don't see Vince and company putting the belt on Balor. I mean, he hasn't really had any sort of a big push to this point, other than he's the guy right now challenging Brock Lesnar, because obviously we can't keep pushing Braun Strowman, who's, I think, still sort of recovering from his elbow surgery, and for whatever reason, they're not going to insert Rollins or Ambrose. And I mean, after that, who is really considered a top guy? This is just a fresh face to put into this match against Brock Lesnar, because everything else has been done. So, I don't know. I'm going to say Lesnar retains here. I mean, it's going to have a bigger meaning to whoever beats him, I'm assuming, at WrestleMania, which I'm sure we'll figure out who that's going to be here in the next coming weeks and months. But, yeah, Lesnar over Balor. But anyway, that's it for now, guys. That's the Royal Rumble 2019 prediction video. Hit like, leave a comment, tell me your predictions, who you're looking forward to, or even if you're excited to watch this. I'm putting a lot of hope that it's going to be a good pay-per-view because, like I said, I haven't watched a WWE pay-per-view in months. I mean, I've missed the foreign pay-per-views, and I heard they were horrible. I forget what my last one was. So anyway, this is me dipping my toe back into the WWE pool to see how it goes. Anyway, guys, I should be doing some sort of live reaction video on Sunday. So be on the lookout for that. That's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Mad Viking out.